Everybody has to pay taxes. Even businessmen that rob and steal and cheat from people every day, even they have to pay taxes.
Taxes! The finger thing means the taxes!
6:55. The IRS, is it creeping up on you? Hey, there's a deadline. It's creeping up on us today. This gentleman is the host of Don't Get Frantic every Saturday morning here on WLIP, starting at 7 a.m. from Francetic Tax Resolution. He is Paul Francetic. Paul, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill. Thanks for having me on.
Well, Paul, back in April, the deadline comes around and everybody sends in their return. But, well, not everybody. Some people ask for an extension, and that gives you about 6 months to figure things out. Well, that 6 months is up today, my friend.
Yep. Yeah. So, it's going to be a busy day for me. I'll be going until midnight tonight. I won't be able to watch probably Monday Night Football tonight. I have to take a pass on that. It's just so scrambling today, and like I said, a lot of people wait till the last minute here. And if you get a refund back, it's not that big a deal. Like I said, you got time, you can go past the due date. But if you owe any significant amount of money, you want to get at least some kind of tax return filed today, even if it's an estimate, because otherwise that 25% failure to file penalty will come in if you wait too long after this due date to get the return filed and get the tax paid. I mean, if you go to the end of the month, I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So, I mean, a lot of people are, they're really worried about getting in today. If it's a couple of days late, it's not going to be a big deal, So, like I said, but I got to get the returns on for people that are going to owe money for sure.
How do you put a number on this? I mean, how many people on a yearly basis, and you can just ballpark this if you don't have an exact number, actually file for extensions come April 15th or the 17th in this case?
Well, I have a significant amount of people, especially businesses. They don't get all their books together by the Schedule C people that got to file a personal return by April 15th. So, and then a lot of people too that want to do a SEP IRA. That's really the cool thing about that SEP IRA for self-employed people. Unlike a regular IRA where you have to have those contributions made by April 15th, you can have until October 15th or like today, October 17th, if you file an extension. Got a lot of seasonal employers that, they're not making really a lot of money in the wintertime, and then they can make that money now back up in the summertime and then have that bankroll to send in a significant amount, a SEP IRA contribution, by today's date then.
Let me ask you this, Paul. There are some exceptions to the rule, I believe. How long will the IRS let you string it along? Let's say my 6 months are up today and I just have no clue. Can I get another 6-month extension?
Well, I believe like now for the hurricane, down in Florida, I'm sure they're going to give those people, probably another 3 months at least. I'm sure. I haven't seen anything come out, but like I said, I'm sure they always do that in this disaster area like that. In past years, there was the fires out in the west there. They always got an extra couple or several months just because of what's going on out there. So, and then there's extenuating circumstances, of course, if you had health issues and everything like that. If we can, document that, if you get assessed a penalty saying, hey, I was in the hospital or I was in an auto accident or whatever, I was sick with COVID for a long time. I got a couple of people that are actually pretty sick with COVID right now. Yeah. That we're probably gonna have to ask that for. So, yeah, they're forgiving like that. They realize stuff happens. So it's like I said, it's not really set in stone for everybody.
Do you need an extenuating circumstance, or can you just say, not ready?
Yeah, I'd really like to see if there's if you're trying to get penalties forgiven, I come up with some kind of excuse, like instead of calling up and say, my taxpayer just wasn't ready to file that day.
Just didn't feel like it or whatever.
Yeah, they didn't feel like getting out of bed on the.
Well, I guess Paul, if that was the case, then no one would ever file, or no one would ever pay taxes. Just can I have another 6 months and then another 6 months, and it doesn't work that way. But if you do have extenuating situations, the IRS, they're not the evil empire, I guess, all the time, at least outside of political commercials. Anyway, Paul Francetic Tax Resolution. If folks have any kind of issues with the Revenue Department, they have those letters piling up on the credenza. How do they get hold of you, Paul?
My website, 262tax.com. My phone number's on there. I've got a contact page where you can send me an email, give me an update of what's going on. I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours.